Yes. Yes, very much.
And a fan of these sessions. I don't know if she's a fan of mine, but she's a fan.
No, of you too, of you too. Both ways. The classes and yourself. Oh.
Thank you very much. Yvette is new over here, so maybe, well, I would like you very much to share with her what you think of these sessions. What are they?
Yes, hello.
Both of us, Elba and I?
Yes, please.
Okay, Elba can go first.
Okay, well, what I can tell you is that this place, this is an space where you can have nice experience about art and about different point of views, about many topics. Yes, and it is always interesting and valiosa.
And worthy. A worthy experience.
Worthy experience. And always you take something in your mind, in your heart, and in your whole life.
Thanks, Elba, for sharing. Anna, what can you share with Yvette?
Okay, I'll try to be brief because I think lots of things about these sessions, but for you that are new here, I'd say that having a space like this, as Silva said, this is much more than a class. It's like a space to share what you think about themes that you don't usually discuss with anyone else. Like, for example, when you are with your husband or your friends or your kids or at work, you always talk about the same things. And here, with Marcela's guidance and ideas, we talk about lots of things that sometimes begin with always with something about art, but they end up being about philosophy, about our daily lives, about much, much more. So I think this is much more than what you think it is. I began these sessions thinking, this could be a nice place to practice my English. And truly I have uncovered like a Pandora box. Whoa, like this is so many things. So
Thanks.
that's it.
Okay.
Are you ready for the challenge, Yvette?
Yeah, I'm already. Always say already.
Well, you know me for our from our private sessions, and yes, we discussed about work. We discussed about many things, but you will experience, I think, something different over here. So we're going to start today.
I forgot to say two things.
Yes, go ahead,
Well,
Anna.
only one. I'll just say one, that this is also a good place to make friends.
Oh, yes.
So
this is
Elba
great.
and I were already friends, but this is a good place like to get some more friends. So
yes.
So now you have two Chilanga friends and one Cuernavacaense friend.
Yes.
Okay. And you girls have one Guanajuatense friend.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yvette is a fantastic woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marcela. Really funny. You let me to hear more about this community, and after I will open my mind and my heart and everything.
Yes, fantastic. Okay, so today the topic is mirroring. What's that? Mirroring. And what does the image tell you?
Mirroring.
Mirroring.
Is the mirror is the face to face or something related to reflect of the mirror?
All right.
What kind of things are reflected in, behind of the mirror or in front of the mirror?
All right. Yes. What else?
Something like espejear,
Yes, and what do you understand by that? That would be the exact translation, espejear. What do you understand by that?
It is something like when you see something in other, maybe other person,
yes,
other situation that is in you, inside of yourself.
Okay, okay. So what you are looking in front of you, like what the person is showing, is something that is inside of you. Like you see what you want to see?
Maybe, or sometimes something te revela algo.
Something reveals, yes. Yes, something in the other person maybe reveals something about yourself, no? Okay. Another idea?
Yes, it's like in Mexico we say, lo que no te cacha te macha. Sometimes we are in front of the mirror and, well, we don't want to see that the mirror are reflecting in front of you.
All right, we don't want to see what.
And exactly. And well, the reality is that we are a mirror for a lot of people, for all people, parents, friends, whatever. And sometimes when you're feeling bad, or your feeling are in different situation or conditions, immediately the people, or the people feeling that, and is a reaction of your position, or your form of you are reflect your feelings, your face is the is part of your, well, your face reflects everything.
Okay, so you're talking a little bit over here about
eyes reflect.
Do you refer to empathy, maybe?
A lot of things. Yeah, could be empathy, could be angry, could be I don't know, like a worse things inside of your face. And well, practically it's important to keep control when you are mirroring, because it's really difficult when you ask the question, what do you think about me, or what is the feedback related to myself, because sometimes there are things that you never have heard about you. And immediately the reaction could be positive or negative, depends on your emotionality and your feelings in place in yourself. And I consider that it's good exercise, but it's difficult to keep the control if you are not in a good level for to hear, for to feel, etc.
Okay, so keep control of your expressions, your facial expressions, your body posture, and all that, if you don't want to reveal too much about yourself.
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Very good. Any opinions, Ana?
There. Okay. I am going to take a word you said. You said empathy, and I am going to relate that with the image, because in the image you showed us a mirror, but also two neurons, and that I suppose are neurons. Neurons. That word is very difficult to pronounce. Neurons. And I think that those are the ones every human being have on their brains. And they are the ones that light up when you see in someone else like an emotion. If I see a baby crying, something in my brain, like my mirror neuron, goes like this, like that baby crying. So it is about empathy, but it is also something like biologically wired in our brains.
All right. Yes, we are going to talk about everything that you mentioned. We are going to explore a painting and talk about the function and relevance of mirror neurons. Yes, in our everyday communication with people around us. So you mentioned, yes, the mirror neurons that are activated when we watch somebody. When we see somebody, it has to do with empathy, definitely. Maybe we don't want to see the reality when we mirror ourselves in the face of somebody else that connects to us and that turns on the alarm sign. No, beep beep beep. Why maybe I don't like this person? Maybe because they are reflecting something
warning
about myself. Yeah. Okay, so what are we going to do? You mentioned babies. Yes, we're going to see how we react to baby faces. Okay, and discuss around a painting and talk about mirror neurons, if they always act in our favor or not, and how we can take advantage of mirror neurons or how other people take advantage of mirror neurons to do some sort of brainwash. Okay, so I'm going to show you some baby faces. Yes. And what I want you to do when you look at these baby faces is to think, I don't remember, Elva and Anna, please remind me if we have talked about interoception and proprioception. Have we talked about that? No? Okay. Usually, as far as we know, we have 5 senses. Sight,
eyes, heard,
hearing,
feeling,
taste,
touch, and
smell.
But now neuroscientists have discovered that we have other 2 senses. One of them is called interoception. Interoception, okay? Interior perception. That's what it means, interoception, okay? What does it mean? That if I have a pain in my stomach sends messages to my brain to understand that there is something wrong in my stomach. And at the same time, my brain sends a signal to my stomach to lighten up, I don't know, an alarm or something like that, that I have to pay attention to that, okay? If I have pain in my chest, or if I have some discomfort anywhere, or if I see a guy or a girl or a person who says, oh my God, they are so handsome, I'm in love with that person, and I feel the butterflies in my stomach. That has to do with interoception too, okay? Everything inside of us is connected to our brains. And all the feelings, all the sensations travel through the vagus nerve system, right? And the vagus nerve starts over here in the base of our brain, all right? And goes all through our spinal nerves and ramifies. That's why it's vagus, because it travels around all our bodies, all right? It connects all our bodies, all our sensations. If it's hot, if it's warm, if I need a sweater, if I need to take out my sweater, whatever, all right? That's the interoception feeling. It is very much related to this gut feeling. I forgot the name in this moment. When you say I have a gut feeling, I have a
your sixth sense.
Your sixth sense, yes, that's right.
Intuition.
Intuition, thank you very much. Yes, intuition. It is connected to intuition, right?
Intuition.
But also, there is a seventh sense called proprioception. Proprioception. Proprio, my body, my own body connected to the feelings related to my posture, to my gestures. If I am straight, if I am curved, maybe if I am curved down and with my head down is because I feel sad and lonely. Or if I am straightforward, smiling, the relationship of my body with another body, if I feel uncomfortable, if somebody comes too near me. So both of them have to do with, of course, with this sixth sense, okay? I'm feeling something strange. I am feeling a presence behind me, so I'd rather hurry up. No? Yes, Anna, you wanted to say something.
Yes, what I was going to say is that I don't know about the other senses. Obviously, we have lots of examples, but with this last one, with the seventh, proprioception.
In Spanish, propio. In proprio. Proprio.
With double R.
Proprioception.
So proprioception.
Yes, in English.
Yes, R and R. Okay, proprioception. In school, we have children that, I don't know, they don't have this seventh sense very well adjusted, because maybe a boy is here and then another boy comes and one of them just goes like slightly like this to the other one and the other is like, it is because of this seventh sense, like it is very heightened and they cannot tell if the other boy really just went like this or is something they don't control. They really feel like someone else is invading their space or used a whole lot more force than the other boy actually did. So yes, we see this very often.
Okay, yes, it's something that we develop little by little, just like all other senses. We develop the sense of sight or the sense of smell,
or maybe it is like
or some people some people need a bigger self space.
I was going to say, like, some people that cannot see,
wear
as
glasses,
clearly, wear glasses, and maybe there are, without the maybe, there are people who have this like disability in the proprioceptive way.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Some people develop these senses better than others, definitely. Okay, so ready for the faces?
Yes.
What I would like you to do is to watch the faces and just check, okay? Well, before we go to that, let me share just very quickly with Yvette the rules of the game over here. Oh, I forgot the other one. Okay, so we observe, we listen attentively, respect the others. If we need to justify, we speak clearly also. And if we need Spanish, we use it, but we try to avoid it. So basically, it's respecting one another. I'm going to show you some photos of baby faces. Okay. I would like you to take notice of your reactions. Was there any reaction? Doesn't matter how soft it is, how slight it is, subtle, all right? Did you notice any reaction on yourselves? That's all. You don't need to write anything. Just breathe in and breathe out, connect with yourselves, and let your interoception and your proprioception senses work for you. Ready? Here we go. Next one. Very quickly. Did you feel anything? Any changes?
Well, it's interesting the baby face because it's the only that the baby can express during the first month or the first 8 years in their life. Considering that the expression is really clear because could be satisfaction, could be sick, could be, I don't know. I really, really admire the pediatrics doctors.
The pediatricians, yes.
Exactly, because immediately they detect, okay, the baby maybe sick or the baby needs milk, special milk or special food, or is not tolerable for special milk. I don't know.
Right. Same as parents, okay? Neither of you have children, but same as parents. Parents, we develop this sixth sense to know what is happening to the child. I was observing your faces, and I saw some changes on your faces. Did you notice the changes on your faces? No?
On our own faces, or
Yeah.
on the rest of our own?
On your own face, yes.
Yes, with the first one, you immediately go, oh,
yeah,
like that, because it was a baby smiling. So you go,
right, right. So you see the baby smiling, and you go, ah, yes, I saw Elba's face. Oh. Yeah.
In this phase, the baby is really happy and comfortable, satisfied. So maybe, and I say thank you, mommy.
Yeah. So you feel peace, no? You say, ah,
yeah.
You feel peace inside of you. What about this one?
Maybe it's funny. He's playing.
Yeah, it's funny, but the first time I watched this one, it was like my face went like that. Also frowning, frowning the nose.
Or smell something not that good for him. I don't know.
Perhaps.
Fuchi.
Or maybe a stitchy nose, and you want to scratch your nose. No?
Yeah.
Did you feel any reaction on you? Not really? And this one?
Surprise.
What did you notice, Anna? Surprise. Yes. Okay.
Surprise, but he or she, I don't know, makes me want to hold the baby up. I'm like, oh, I want to hold you up.
Okay.
I like his very round face. So like, oh.
Yeah, mushy, no? Okay. And this one?
He's really happy. He's playing maybe.
Yeah. And this one?
No, hungry.
Ah! Maybe you want to comfort the child, or maybe you want to spank the child so that they fall asleep.
Run away.
Run away.
Direction.
Yeah. Okay. Now I want to check your reactions. Okay.
With plus tequila is really good.
Cheers, Yvette.
Because it's the best combination. Tequila plus lemon is the best combination.
Okay, but how did you feel? Did you also have your lemon? Did you start to salivate?
Yes.
Yeah.
So just like Anna was mentioning, this is due to the mirror neurons, right? You don't have to taste lemon or lime. I don't know. I always get confused if this is lime or lemon. You don't need to have lime in order to start salivating. Even when they just mention the name, you start salivating. Yeah. Just a little experiment with you girls. I'm sorry about it. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to share with you the image now that we are going to explore. It's from a fantastic Mexican, Spanish, American painter, surreal, called Remedios Varo, The Lovers. The image has been a little bit adapted so that you can see everything, because the image actually is quite large. But over here you have the whole picture, and if you want to see some details, please let me know. I can enlarge details.
It's like well, my perception or my I consider is to take your own hand, take your own person. But the interesting in this picture is they don't see in the same or parallel the eyes. You know, they are saying in directions, different directions. But maybe around that the direction are different, they are unit in the same place.
Okay, but you mentioned something, Yvette, take your own hand or take your own person. Are these two people the same person?
Yep.
You think so?
Well, it's the same person, but the mind are thinking in two directions.
Okay, same
but it's
person
the same
with different ideas or different minds. Okay. Any other views? Ana, Elba? Are they the same person?
No.
Why not, Elba?
Because there are a girl and a boy. And but I think the idea is that some energy or something los envuelve.
Covers them up.
Covers them up. And even when they are not the same person, they are connected by maybe by those things that that make them have a relationship, something that algo que los une.
I am understanding your English perfectly well. Okay, something that bonds them or unites them.
And it's not only physically, it is more like for ideas, or because I think the mirror is in their heads.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The mirror is in their heads. All right. Now, Yvette said that they are the same person, and you say that it is a man and it is a woman. What do you see in the image that makes you think that it's a man and a woman?
Their clothes.
Their clothes. Something else? Because, I mean, women can wear dresses or pants and men can wear dresses or pants. What else? What makes evident that it's a woman and a man? The boobies.
All right.
Yeah, the breast. Yes. The person on the left has breasts. Okay? The person on the right doesn't have breasts. Yes, he's wearing something like trousers or pants and a jacket, and she's wearing something that looks like a dress. Okay, and you mentioned thank you very much, they are connected. Some energy that covers them up. Where do you see that energy? What in the painting made you think about energy connecting them?
The light, the like cloudy, like
okay, this sort of mist or fog, or energy or steam. Okay, very good. Anna, would you like to share something?
Yes, but I don't know what, because I think both of them could be right. I don't know what Remedios thought when she was painting this, because this could also be talking about how in everybody there is this feminine force and this masculine force in anyone, even if you are a man or a woman, you have like both of them. So yes, I agree with Yvette that maybe this is about the same person that is not like divided, but with these two facets.
Facets, okay.
I don't know. But I also agree with Edna that to me it seems that they are two different people. One of them is a woman and the other a man. And I think that what the mirrors mean is that I reflect myself in you. I see me in you. I can see myself in you, and you can see yourself in me. When you were asking about why do we know that these are two different people and one of them is a man and the other a woman, I did not think or see immediately the breasts, but I looked at the width of the arms.
Yes.
And the man's arm is a little bit more wider. It is wider than the women's arm. So I thought about that. I'm still wondering why they are not going away or running away from the rain. They don't look wet, like in their clothes, they don't look wet, even though both their feet are underwater. So I don't know, maybe they are comfortable there and that is why they are not going, because this energy or fog or I don't know, this thing that is between them maybe is protecting them from the very big raindrops falling from the sky. This is a very interesting painting.
Wow, this is what I love about these sessions. You see, I don't know if you have noticed, I have 3 women here. The 3 of them expressed different things from the same painting. Yvette saying that it's the same person reflecting one another. Well, same and different. I mean, you all conjugated everything. And that's why I love these discussions around art, because everybody interprets art in their own way. So Yvette says it's the same person, different faces, reflecting one another, all right? Elva saying it's a man and it's a woman, but maybe they are mirroring themselves. And Anna says it's the feminine and the masculine part of the same human being. Because we all have that. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. Okay. Now, Anna poses another question. I wonder why they aren't leaving in this humid conditions. It's raining. They are covered in water to their mid-legs, but they're still there, comfortable. Are they comfortable?
Yes. No, I already know the answer. I think I know the answer. I don't know it, I think.
But you have an opinion, okay?
I have an opinion. Yes, I don't know the answer.
Yeah, we don't know anything over here. We just express our opinions.
Maybe they are, if it is one person, maybe that person, and if they are 2 people, then maybe they are depressed, because I can relate that maybe wet and this tormenta, no, is going on around yourself, and you're not really getting wet, but you are inside the rain, inside the storm.
Like in the eye of the hurricane?
Yes, like you're so inside it that you're not getting really wet, but you are inside it. And I got that idea because of the color of their faces. They look, obviously they are not dead, but they look like this. They look tired. Their skin looks like ashy. I don't know how to say it, like. So I think maybe they are depressed.
I have another opinion.
Yes, Yvette, go ahead.
May I? Okay, the face looks depressed, but I consider depressed plus convinced that maybe they are together to the end, until the end. The end could be dead inside of this storm, but they are covering for the energy implicit in their bodies. And it's interesting because the hands are really, really unique, and obviously, and obviously the bank that is the only form that they can express the feeling in this condition or this environmental condition. I consider that they are depressed, yes, but they are together until the end.
All right. Yes, Elva, please.
Also, there are something very important for me. They have some lines through their throat, and the between their hearts.
Yeah.
And maybe those lines connect them or make a vínculo
Yeah, make a bond. Create a bond.
And those lines make me think about a relationship between them.
All right.
Friendship, or maybe
well, the name, the name of the painting is The Lovers. Okay, The Lovers. That's the name of the painting. But you are observing so many details, all of you. The hands, both hands of both people are connected, are intertwined. The one in the middle and the one in the bottom that is lying on the bench is also touching. All right. Yeah. This energy that you mentioned at the beginning, or this fog or mist, I don't know how to call it. That is coming, or the energy that is coming from their hearts and from their throats. Absolutely. Forming this kind of storm, or hurricane that grows and grows and goes up. But at the same time, what happens with the cycle of water? The sun warms up the water. Water becomes fog.
Vapor.
Yes, vapor. And then it rains again. And then the cycle continues.
Maybe they are created the vapor.
They're creating what?
The vapor.
Yeah.
Maybe or the hot
Maybe
temperature. I don't know.
Yes. In many relationships, whether it is between a man and a woman, lovers, whatever, friendship, father and children, parents and children, whatever kind of relationship, there is always this continuum in a cycle that we create, right?
The conclusion is a toxic relationship.
Maybe, but not necessarily. I think that also in healthy relationships, there are always some raindrops falling. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But Anna is absolutely right. She observed the faces, their side, their ashy skin, like pale gray, we can say. They don't look very happy, do they?
No.
Not very much. What might have happened, or what will be the consequence of this?
Consequence.
Or let's not talk about the story of these two people over here. With any sort of relationship, okay? I'm not only referring to love relationship. I'm talking of any kind of relationship. Have you ever felt that you become a little bit like the other person?
There's a saying, no, that you become like the people you spend more time with. So yes.
Yeah. If you live with your sister or with your mother or father, whatever, or with your spouse, you start imitating one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the pattern or the protocols inside of yourself,
Yeah.
and obviously repeat conduct, repeat, maybe even until feeling could be, because you are seeing the these people, or the people, or this continually relationship. You can get the personality, or maybe you can see a través, al down to the other, to these people.
Yeah, you can get some features of the other person's personality. That's right. Sometimes they tell you, "Oh, you speak like your mother." No? "Oh, you did the same gesture as your mother did." Something like that. "Oh, now you speak like your husband." They told me that many times. Many times. When I was married.
But this is natural. I consider this is natural, and is obviously because you are learning with this relationship, and there are some conduct or some acts that that you like it, and you immediately in your mind, in your inconscious, you repeat. It's not conscious sometimes.
Conscious, yes.
Because your mind and your brain get this conduct, this act, and you repeat the form, repeat, even like players games. Jordan, sorry for my dogs, like a Jordan. Oh well, for example, my dogs repeat the kids.
Look at Anna's face. Can you imagine why she is making those faces? She has dogs. What kind of dogs do you think that she has, Yvette? She has chihuahuas. She loves.
And I love chihuahuas more than anything else in life. So.
I have 4 chihuahuas. This is my chiquitín.
I only have 2.
and the conduct and the personality of the chihuahua is like me. It's smart, and I really explosive immediately. Dangerous. Dogs dangerous. I am a woman dangerous.
So if I get to your house, maybe your dogs bite me, or maybe you bite me. No? You start barking at me and biting me. And then you will bite me. Okay. When you showed your chihuahua, it was fantastic to see Anna's face.
Yeah, you love the chihuahua fox, Anna?
Love chihuahuas. Love chihuahuas.
This is another one. This is Pitus. Say hello.
Hola,
Speak in English. Pitus.
Oh.
This chiquitín.
So you see, Eva?
Yes.
Mirror neurons are here. Yeah. Now I think that Anna and Yvette are going to be very good friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Now, I am going to leave you for a while.
Okay.
Because I love when my students speak in my absence. All right?
Okay, all right.
And then the teacher cannot control what you say. And then you can express whatever you want. But, of course, it's not like you can talk of chihuahuas. Please.
Oh, come on. Okay. I got
No
it.
chihuahuas. Unless it is related to this topic. Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Are mirror neurons always beneficial? I'm going to send the image to your WhatsApps, okay? So that you have no problem with that. This is what I want you to talk about. Yes, we are talking of mirror neurons. We're talking of how we can see ourselves in a mirror and make faces, or we can look at somebody else and copy their faces, or we can become in a certain way as another person, or take some traits or some features of another person's personality. But I would like you to think about this. Are these situations, are mirror neurons always beneficial? And please consider empathy, learning, personal and professional growth, and marketing. Okay?
Two things. We're supposed to do this in English.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And the second is we can take into account the quote that you wrote right there that says, as humans, we identify the person we're facing as someone like ourselves. Okay.
Yes, you can consider that. All right. So I'm going to send you, well, I don't have to send you anywhere. What I'm going to do is to cancel my noise so that I don't hear you. So that I don't hear you. I don't want to hear you. I just want you to feel that you are, that I am not here. Right?
Okay.
So now I can only hear you through these things. But of course, I'm not going to be wearing them. So I will share the screen with you. Instead of sending the image to your WhatsApp, I'm going to share screen with you over here. And I'm going to go away to get myself some tequila for the lime that I have left. Okay? And just talk about it. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Yes? But please, I would like somebody to be the mediator in this case, or the controller, the time controller. Who would like to be the mediator?
Just to control, well, not to control, just to let the others be aware that we have 5 more minutes to go, or like that, okay?
And that everybody is speaking, okay? That everybody is speaking. If Elba takes the microphone and has been speaking for 10 minutes or for 5 minutes, you say, Elba, stop, let's hear from Yvette, and I want to share my ideas too. Yes?
Okay.
But no interruption, listening attentively, respect for other people's ideas, etc., etc., etc. 10 minutes. It's 6:57, so I will be back at 7:10, 13 minutes. 7:10, I will be back.
Okay.
Alrighty, very good. I'll shut off my video, shut off my...
Okay. Okay. So that's that. Okay, so let's see why they are not beneficial. So we gotta think of reasons why mirror neurons are not good for us. In which cases?
Maybe when you take bad behaviors from other people.
Like when one of our children is being very loud and crazy, and then the rest of them begin to do the same. Okay, yes, no.
Maybe this kind of exercise, principally, you need to be prepared because, okay, you can have empathy, but the other people or the other members don't have this feeling or this empathy. and the open mind is really important. And I consider this beneficial, this exercise, but neurologically you need to be prepared.
Like, in which professions could this, the mirror neurons, could not benefit you? Like, if you were who, I was thinking like with a therapist, like a psychologist, that if you are not very good and you are not able to separate like your patient's problems with your own, then you can get engaged in that. Or maybe like in a family where there is one alcoholic, even if you don't get to be an alcoholic too, the whole problem, no, begins to, like in the image we saw the cloud, the fog, like it begins to, no, a ensuciar todo, like to, you are not able to see.
Contaminar.
Like contaminate, no, pollute, contaminate or pollute.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with that. Personally, I consider that it's important for growing yourself. I consider that, but the neurologistic and the psychological feeling is is really important. And in case of the marketing, for example, that we consider in this slide, in the marketing, it's really necessary to create the campaign of different things about the products or some needs that the consumption needs. But well, it's like a player for your neurons. It's player with your psychological mind. I consider in that. My opinion is you principally you need to be prepared. It's not bad. It's really good, but you need to be prepared for do it.
Like
Sorry for my dogs.
Like you should be aware that companies that are trying to sell things to you are going to use this mirror neurons to sell you things, no? Like maybe you don't really want a Coke, but if you see an ad with someone drinking a Coke and you think, I want a Coke too. No, maybe you didn't even want the Coke, but they are using this mirror neurons in yourself to make you think that you are thirsty too, and maybe you are not thirsty, no?
Yeah, yes, I think also it could be when you see a model, maybe, and you want to be like her, even when you could take a risk for your health, trying to be like her, think you you don't want to eat anymore because you have to be like her or something like that.
Yes, these things promote I was going to say diseases, but it is not a disease. No son enfermedades como tal, no, like
illness,
illnesses, like eating disorders, like anorexia, bulimia, no, like the whole model thing.
Exactly. Yeah, and this is a problem for the mirroring because the model is like is the mission that you you want to get or you want to grow in, and you put in a risk your body, your life even, and you are not conscious for the consequence related to this mission or this vision, because you are in front of that, and but unfortunately you are not conscious for the for all the things behind of this image. Maybe this is the key that we can we can see, or we are in front of the image, but we don't know what kind of things are behind of this image, uh, the consequence or the sacrifice or uh, the suffering inside of this imagine. We can we can create that, oh, it's excited, is really simple, or it's really easy, and I get it in that, but you are not conscious for the consequence or the different things about this imagine.
Yes, like maybe when they are selling, maybe the models, skinny or not, maybe the models are selling you like you're supposed to be fun and I don't know, popular at school, or no, if you're drinking this tequila, and the man or woman in the ad just appear with the tequila and they appear very happy dancing with one another, and you don't see the consequences, no? You don't see that maybe that man has an
Alcoholic.
he's an alcoholic. I was going to say alcoholism, but okay. He's an alcoholic, or maybe the woman already has her liver like this because of cirrhosis, no? So yes, they don't show you the whole picture. They just show you the part where you can identify with the other person.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's right. That's right.
they take you to have or to create necessities
That you
that
don't really have. They create
Mm-hmm.
necessities.
Nobody knows that we need until we are see the things in offers. This is a joke.
I know. I know when you start seeing the ads, no, you're like, yes, I wanted that too, and no, you didn't need it. But and
Exactly.
what do you think? Marcela put right here the number 2, the second bullet.
Line.
The first one says empathy, and the second one says learning. What about learning? Why should we consider learning?
Mm,
I think it's not good when you are near your friends and they tell you that they don't like mathematics, for example, or they are not good for uh, um, subject,
Subject,
and maybe you haven't even tried to be good or not, and you think that you also are not good for those those topics because they are saying that, and you want to belong to the
group.
group.
And maybe this is even more evident in, okay, Marcel is writing that we have 2 more minutes.
wow.
This is even more evident in teenagers, no? That in children. Like maybe a 5-year-old can say, oh, I don't know, he's not
Yeah.
good with the bicycle, but I am. But in teenagers, Yes, like you want to be part of the group. So maybe you say, no, then no one here likes reading. No one here likes philosophy. No one here likes biology.
Yeah,
Yes.
but this problem is because the teenagers are growing and they are in a confusing personality, and they are formulate what kind of way they need to take. I mean, uh, they are in a phase to children to teenager, and it's between a child and teenager is a big difference, and they are in finding the owner personality, and is at all the appearance or the things curiosity for they is part of the problem if they are not a good behavior of this imagine.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we covered the four, no? Empathy, learning, professional.
Professional.
The professional, we connected it to marketing, no? Okay.
Hello there.
Hello.
Did you have enough time for everything?
Yes.
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 Would anybody like to summarize what you mentioned? Because I promise I didn't listen to anything. I was having my tequilas.
On Monday, good.
On Monday, yeah, why not? To have a good start of month.
Well, like a summary, I considering that for learning, well, neurologics and psychological is a problem because sometimes we are not prepared uh, for take a imagine or or see in another mirror yourself
see yourself.
or exactly. And well, learning is important to know what behind of the image or behind of the picture, what kind of situation are related for this image.
Okay.
There are some different things or different sacrifices or different consequences. For example, Anna mentioned related to the anorexic or bulimia model, and the ladies and the women say they imagine, oh, I would like to be model. Okay, but what kind of things or what kind of uh, sacrifices you need to do for be like this model, and it's part of the problem, and it's a bad way, okay, but it's a common situation in around the world, unfortunately. A lot of people, adult women, even men, die for these consequences, and it's implicit the psychological situation implicit in your mind. And for learning, the mention was the teenager. The teenager are a problem, yes, but they are growing because they are faced to the face of child to teenager, and they are finding the way and finding the personality, and the models of different image are implicit in their mind, and it's the example that they want to continue, that they want to follow up.
Okay,
It's
so
right.
if they have, if they have a positive role model, they could become good people. But if they have a negative role model, like maybe in their parents or a friend or anything like that, if they are mirroring the other person, they could become not such a good kind of person. No? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I left something or someone else for my
Elba, Anna?
friends.
Yeah, Elba, Anna, would you like to add up something? No? Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Sometimes mirror neurons can work on our against ourselves. You can see it with the children that you have at school, Elva and Anna. If the situation at home is not so good, children can take some of the attitudes of the grown-ups and behave like in a negative way, no? Yeah, you mentioned about bulimia and anorexia. It was a huge problem, and it still is a huge problem, but not as much as it was in the 80s or the 90s, where when all women wanted to be as thin as these models. Absolutely, and they went through very difficult moments trying to have these skeletically thin bodies.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to ask you, have you ever bought something just because the person in front of you convinced you to buy something that you really didn't need? Yeah?
Honestly,
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 many
honestly,
times.
yes. Honestly, yes. Honestly,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Anna, you also nodded.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
all the time. All the time, because you go to the supermarket and you were going for tomatoes and bread and I don't know, milk, and you end up buying 3,000 pesos worth of things that you did not need to buy, but the package was telling you, buy me, buy me, buy me, or because I don't know. So
Yeah.
yes, the whole time.
Or if you shop via internet and you see this fantastic model wearing this beautiful dress and you say, oh, I would look fantastic in this one. And you buy that one and you say, oh my God, this was not for me. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about face to face? Like having somebody, doesn't matter if it's for you or for, I don't know, something in your house or at school or whatever, a person that is in front of you and convinces you to do something or to buy something that you don't need.
It is like
Sometimes too.
go to McDonald's or something like that, and you want just a hamburger, and they always say, for five,
Pesos.
huh, you can get the big one.
Yeah, the large Coke size. Yes, or if you go to the movie theater and you only want a small size of popcorn and they tell you for 5 pesos you can have the mid size or the big size. And you go and buy the big size and then you throw it to the garbage. That happens to me. I have learned my lesson and I said, no, I only want the small size because that's what I am going to eat and I'm not going to throw food away.
Yes.
But let me share you a story, something that happened to me some years ago. Have you heard of neuro-linguistic programming? Yeah, sort of. Okay, what is it, Elva? What is neuro-linguistic programming? In Spanish, programación neurolingüística.
It is the power of words, something like that. It is how you can program your brain about the words that you use or what you say to yourself.
Okay, what you say to yourself and what you say to somebody else. And one very important part of neuro-linguistic programming is mirroring, espejear. Okay? So what is that? How can I convince you to buy something?
Maybe when you are talking with somebody and you make a movement, like if your hand is like this and I do the same movement, I could create a communication unconscious, and that make us no that that give us empathy.
Empathy, absolutely. We are connecting through the same movements.
Yes. And the message to your brain, it is like we are similar, or we are we can
We are connecting one another, right? So when I copy your movements, whether you are like this, like Anna was thinking, okay? And then I will go thinking too, and Anna will catch my movement and see, oh, she's also thinking. She's connecting with me. Or if I make the same movements, if you cross your arms, I cross my arms. If you open up, I open up. Or I can control your movements, and I can control your words. So if you are closed up because I am trying to sell you a washing machine that you don't need, I will find the way with my words and with my movements so that you open to the possibility of having a new washing machine that not only will wash your clothes perfectly, but will dry them in 30 minutes or less. And then you will be happy because you don't have to be hanging your clothes anymore, and you will have your clothes dry in just a second. How do you like the idea? Wouldn't it be fantastic for you to have this wonderful washing machine with you? And then you go and buy it. Or in English classes. It doesn't matter what, okay? Yes, Yvette, go ahead. Be happy and go to the drugstore. Don't get drugged, okay?
Yeah, sorry. I need to go immediately because
I'll share the
it's
recording.
almost raining.
I'll share
Please
the
invite
recording
me.
with you so that you can listen to the last part. Thanks for being here. We keep in touch.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Yvette.
Bye.
So yes, neuro-linguistic programming is about words, and it's also about movements. It's about mirroring the other person to try to convince you. And we see this in commercials, in marketing, at Facebook, Instagram, whatever, all the time. People who are using the right words to create a need that perhaps you don't have. And then you go and click into more information. And then you go and click into, I want to buy it. And then you give your credit card number, and then you buy the product. And then after a while you say, why did I buy this? I don't even have the time for this course. I'm not even interested in learning Korean or whatever, no? But the person was so convincing with words, that you end up buying the Korean course or whatever kind of course or whatever kind of product that you didn't even need. I am a neuro-linguistic programmer. Yes. I'm a certified, because many years ago I took a course in Tlalpan, by the way, on Periférico, on Viaducto Tlalpan. There is an institute very near your home. Instituto, no me acuerdo cómo se llama. Pasando la Castellana, sobre Viaducto Tlalpan hacia Insurgentes, ahí hay un instituto. Well, never mind. But estoy certificada en programación neurolingüística. I am a certified neurolinguistic programmer, all right? So I know about this mirroring and using the right words to convince people. But I got very disappointed when I learned that it was used to convince people of doing the wrong things or buying things that were not necessary. It can be used positively, definitely, right? It can be used to create rapport or this communication, this good communication between people. But it can be used negatively to convince people to go on a special diet or to go on a special whatever. To take whatever special that you don't really need. Because we identify with the person we're facing as someone like ourselves. Let me share you a story maybe 7 years ago. As I told you, well, sorry, I'm a neurolinguistic programmer, all right? But anyhow, I had my English school in a plaza. And in front of me, there was another local with a person who was giving massage and relaxation and I don't know, many different kinds of things and courses and programs to relax yourself, to be a better person, to grow personally, blah, 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 blah. And we started a conversation as neighbors, all right? And he started mirroring me, but I didn't notice it. Okay. So he started working on his NLP, to convince me to get his products. Okay. His massage, his therapy, his courses, his whatever he was doing. And I got convinced. The only good point at my favor was that I didn't have any money in my bank account at that moment. Otherwise, I would have given my credit card and paid for the services that he was offering me in that moment. And then, well, we said goodbyes and I told him, yes, 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 tomorrow I will have the money, I will bring it and I will pay for you. I will pay for your courses because yes, you sound like the most wonderful, magnificent person on earth. You will solve all my emotional, psychological, psychiatrical, mental issues that I have. So he left, okay? And then when I got on my own, when I was alone, and I started reflecting, and I said, Marcela, what just happened? What was it? Do you really need all this? And then I started reflecting. He was using NLP to convince me. He mirrored me perfectly well to open me up to the opportunity, the wonderful opportunity of what he was selling. Of course, the next morning when he came by and asked me, okay, are you ready to register to my fantastic courses? I said, you know what? I'm going to wait for a while. I don't think I need them right now. Oh, but what happened? I have other expenses to take care of. And I just locked him out. But yeah, you can be convinced ASAP. In a snap of a finger. of the fingers. Because they have their ways. What happens with the infomercials on television? Tienes 15 minutos para llamar y hacer tu pedido, right? And you will receive A and B and C and D. Plus, if you buy this, you will also receive this and that, but you only have 15 minutes to reply, to call us, please. And then you end up with 15 pillows in your house that, of course, you didn't need.
Yes.
Yeah? Have you been in this case, or have you heard of anybody being in this situation?
Yes, I've heard of many people buying like timeshares, no, for vacations.
Yeah.
Even if it was a scam.
Yes.
I've heard of people. I cannot think right now of something I bought like specifically that I didn't need, like in this convincing story, no? But catalog sellers also do this, no? Like, but you know what? You could get this, and maybe you need 10 more Tupperwares in your house, and you're not. But
and then you don't know where to put them.
yes, yes.
Exactly. So yes, using mirror neurons is very positive when you use them in a positive way. But it's very dangerous when somebody else uses them against you. Or unconsciously, when they are used unconsciously. Children imitate adults, and that's how they learn. If you want to teach a child to clap, the only thing that you have to do is to start clapping. And the child will start little by little with clumsy movements at first, but they will learn to clap. Yes. Like we mentioned the other day, Elva, about cutting, right? About cutting. They see you cutting, they imitate. They see you holding the scissors and they imitate. They are using their mirror neurons to imitate. Yeah. So, well, mirror neurons were discovered with monkeys, an experiment dealing with food, something what I did like with you with lemon. They used another kind of food, but they connected some electrodes on the monkeys' brains, and they saw that some parts of the brain were activated in the monkeys, even though they were not eating the food. So there are some regions in your brain. I don't want to go so deep into neuroscience, but some parts in your brain activate when you see somebody else doing certain things. And well, we have another thing that I would like to share with you. Who would like to read? Elva, would you like to try?
Okay.
Good. One and one, no?
Okay.
All right, one and one.
Mirror neurons have become deeply
embedded
in neurolinguistic programming. One of the most popular NLP methods is called mirroring. It is the act of consciously mimicking the other person's body language, his, her tone of voice, etc., to increase rapport with the other person.
So not only the movements, but also the tone of voice.
Like you did when you were talking about the lavadora.
The washing machine. Yes, that's right. Continue, Anna, please.
NLP modeling takes imitation a step further as a way of reaching excellence. This is done by recreating the behaviors, physiology, internal strategies, beliefs, and assumptions of other people so as to mimic the state of excellence that we want to develop in ourselves.
So it can be positive and negative, right? When it is used positively, we want to mimic the state of excellence, of the other person. We want to be or to become like our favorite hero or heroine. The behavior, recreating the behavior, the physiology, the psychology, the internal strategies, the beliefs, the assumptions, everything. And so people become with this, get these role models that they want to follow, so that they can grow personally and professionally. But we just have to be very careful who we want to model, right? Any comments on this?
No, this is done in lots of places, not just marketing for things you are supposed to buy. No, this is done in politics, this is done in religion, this is done in the movies and acting, no?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talking about politics, okay. One of the university studies that has become so popular nowadays is I don't know how it is called, something related to image. Creación de imagen,
pública, ¿no?
imagen pública or something like that. Yes, public image. So they teach politicians how to speak, how to get to people so that they believe what you want them to believe. And of course, we can see them in the politicians that we have had, in the presidents that we have had. I'm not only talking about AMLO, but I could talk of Peña Nieto or anybody else, how they transform their image to catch the people's attention. How they start to dress differently. Why has Claudia Sheinbaum, and I'm not dealing with politics over here, okay? I'm not interested, if you want to share, that's okay, but I'm not interested in knowing if you voted for Morena or for whoever, all right? But Claudia Sheinbaum is a Jewish. She used to have curly hair, short curly hair. Have you seen her lately with her curly hair?
No, I didn't even know she had curly hair.
She does. Now she wears long hair and it's always straight. More and more she's wearing Mexican clothes. And you will see, you can record or you can, I don't know, well, somehow record one of her speeches right now and then compare to a speech in 6 years. And you will see how she has changed. Or try to find something, the way she spoke when she was a delegate for Tlalpan, okay? Try to remember or try to search on YouTube any speech that she gave when she was delegate for Delegación Tlalpan and how she speaks now. And check how much she has changed in 12 years, more or less, 10, 12 years. Because they receive this advice on how to behave, how to act, how to mimic, how to speak, how to get rapport to people, how to convince people. It would be very interesting if you try to find some speech of her being a delegate in Tlalpan, and now what is happening now nowadays that she's becoming president. So yeah, neurolinguistic programming and mirror neurons have a lot to do. Well, mirror neurons influenced neurolinguistic programming, or neurolinguistic programming learned how to use mirror neurons in order to affect positively or negatively, all right? I'm not saying that everything is negative, positively or negatively in the minds of other people. Okay. Do you have your cell phones? Yeah? Do you have your cell phone, Elva?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Okay, let me just open it because otherwise you might not be able to go into it. Let's just see very quickly how we get into this. Wait. Okay, so I have opened it. And what you can do is that you can scan the code, or you can go to Menti. You can scan the code, or you can go to menti.com and then enter the code 6421351. And just vote. Now, let me tell you, the voting must add to 100 points. So if you don't want to go into your calculator and do a lot of mathematics over here, my suggestion, your number one priority, 30 points. Number two, 25, 20, 10, 8, and 7. All of these will add up to 100 points. Okay? So just categorize or prioritize the activities that you think could become important to take advantage of mirror neurons. I'm checking on my cell phone if that's right. Yes. Okay. So you must have this with the question, how would you prioritize these activities in order to take advantage of mirror neurons? You have the 5 advantages and you give the points that you want.
I have to push the bottom.
I will stop sharing, okay? What you have to do, yes, you put the number, if this is your number one activity, consume more positive media, then you put the quantity, for example, 30, okay?
Okay.
Or you add up and add up and add up. 10, 20, 30, So think about the first one and give a punctuation of 30 for the number one activity. Which is it? Surround myself with positive people, consume more positive to research. Read about, mediate, right? Think twice before reacting. Or you can just write down the number. Yes, Elva? If I wanted to have a 25, I just wrote 25 on the box.
Okay.
Okay, I just wrote 25 for my number 2. And when you see 0 points left, then you just press submit.
Done.
The presenter hasn't changed slides yet. Let me see over here. Okay, yeah, here we have it. Present. Oh, wait. Okay, someone else hasn't shared their results. Have you shared, Anna?
Yes.
Okay.
And I got the same thing as you. Please wait. The presenter hasn't changed slide yet.
Okay. So, Elva, have you presented? Have you given a presentation? Yes?
It's the same. The present hasn't changed. The slides.
Yeah, I'm trying to check over here. How can I make it big? Results.
Yes, the same.
Wait, I have it on screen, but I am finding a way to make it look bigger. Open Mentimeter. This is present with results. Okay. Huh. But now I have to
Wait.
minimize this.
Mine says the same. You've already responded to this question.
Yes. I have your responses over here. Sorry, it took me some time.
No, don't worry. This is cool.
Okay. So here we have. Well, we don't know who voted for what, but in total, the 3 of us, we decided that the best was to surround ourselves with positive people. Number 2, to meditate and write affirmations. Next one, to consume more positive media. With 14%, do research before buying. With 10%, think twice before reacting. And with 10%, read about successful people and copy them. Yeah? This is what we voted, the 3 of us. Maybe there were some changes. But in total, this was our response. How do you feel about it?
I agree.
You agree?
The last thing I would do is to read about people and try to copy them.
Yeah.
Because I am aware I am not one of those people. Whichever type of people that is. And surrounding yourself with positive people makes you have face-to-face time, make connections, use your mirror neurons.
Yeah.
Lots of things. So it impacts in lots of ways.
Empathize You empathize with them, they empathize with you. Definitely. Yeah. Sometimes reading about successful people give you some insights, but not necessarily you have to copy them. Like if you read about Mahatma Gandhi or Mother Teresa or whoever, Elon Musk, whatever, whoever you admire, it gives you some insights, not necessarily meaning that you have to copy what they did. I mean, it's not that bad, except for the part copy, perhaps. No?
It sounded to me like one of those books like Padre Rico, Hijo Rico, I don't know. But yeah, okay, now I get it. When you say like it doesn't have to be like successful, it's not the same as like wealthy, not like millionaires.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. We learn a lot when we read about successful people. Maria Montessori, if you wish, or I don't know, you get ideas, you get reflections, good or things that you want to apply to yourself or to the kind of job that you perform, or things that you would say, she did it, but I wouldn't.
Yes.
Yes, of course, it sounds like reading Los 7 hábitos de la gente millonaria. Well, maybe you find a habit that you would like to incorporate to your life.
Maybe you do.
We find lots of self-help books here and there. The idea is not copy them. The idea is to take and adapt, recreate to your personality, to your world, environment, needs, possibilities, etc. I remember Leonard Flimberg, the music professor I used to translate. He usually told his students, because he was really a great professor of music, but he always told his music professors who were his students, right? I don't want, because they were like, oh, Leonard, you are so fantastic. Oh, I want to be with you. Oh, you, everything you say, I agree, I agree, I agree. And he was always saying, stop. I don't want you to be mini Leonards. I want you to be Maxi, Marcela, Anna, and Eva, or whatever. No? Be yourselves. Take what you need and make it yours. And that's what we want from children, I suppose. That's what you aim at children, no? You are going to receive in 2 weeks new kids.
Today was the day.
Today you started.
Yes.
Children, I thought that it was like the 2 weeks that the teachers get to organize classrooms and stuff.
We don't have that. We go
Wow.
straight Chase and we got the kids today. So we got our new kids today. And our old kids are already either in other schools or with the new teacher.
Sure. My goodness. So Elba, you're in 2nd grade and Anna, you're in 3rd grade?
You're separated.
Okay. Well, but you will see each other. And you receive children and then you see them at the end of the year and you want to develop their abilities, but you don't want them to be a mini Elba or a mini Anna.
Yes, no, we don't.
Taking into account their abilities and disabilities, their families, their environment, their everything. Yeah. Okay, any more insights?
No.
No more? I think that was it. Oh, just this last one. Neurons that wire together, fire together. The Donald Hebb law. Well, perhaps you have heard it.
No, and I'm thinking what it means. It means that if they are on the same path, they light up at the same time. Okay, so for example, that when one neuron is in charge of telling you to stop, like when you see that there is going to be a crash right before your eyes, and one of the neurons is in charge of looking at something, and the other is in charge of saying, stop, don't get close, this might be an emergency. So they fire together, no? They are in the same path.
And there is another neuron giving you the instruction to put the brake in the car. And there is another neuron telling you that you should be very attentive. And there are so many neurons firing together in your brain. Think of a child who, or a person who is learning to play a musical instrument. How many neurons are going to get fired at the same time? Let's imagine that they are learning to play the recorder, right? La flauta Yamaha común y corriente, the recorder. Maybe you learned it at school, I don't know. So you need neurons to cover the right holes, or uncover the right holes. Oh, I have a Yamaha. Now. The typical, all right? The first neuron to control my breathing. How many neurons am I using?
Para el movimiento, coordinar, memoria.
La vista, el oído, la respiración, la postura corporal. So neurons that wire together, yes, that are wired like in the same neural pathway, or the web or something like that. If they fire together, they wire together. So that's how children learn to cut, or children learn to jump, or children learn to play an instrument. But what happens also when you are in front, or when you are with somebody else? I mean, this thing that neurons that fire together, that wire together, fire together, does not only refer to a single person's neurons. It also means between two people or more. When my neurons wire with your neurons in an empathetic way, they fire together. When my neurons as a teacher can wire with your neurons as a learner, English teacher or kindergarten teacher, it doesn't matter. Parent teacher with child teacher. child student, all right? When they wire together, they fire together. And
this is what we're supposed to do when you want to get someone, well, a child, like to calm down, supposed to tell them in a soft voice that I get you, come here, let's do your breathing, so that his mirror neurons do the same as we are doing, and then both of us are calm.
But also when you are teaching them to jump.
It could be also like when you say, when you are in the same channel with other person.
Absolutely. You are in the same channel with the other person. Yes. You understand each other because you have created this connection between the neurons. My neurons and your neurons are wired together, so they are firing together.
Like if we were at the periférico.
Something like that.
Some people drive down and
under and
under,
yeah,
and
totally.
you find them.
Yeah,
From
totally. Uh-huh. Children learn by imitation. Uh-huh. They learn by imitation. So when we want children to learn, most of the times we have to do the movements. And they are going to be watching us and they're going to be imitating us.
yes.
Uh-huh. So if I want my grandchild, Veronica, to learn, I have to dance with her.
Forth and back, turn around, back, forth and back, turn around, forth and back, turn around.
Yeah? Okay, so she's learning by imitating me or her mom or her dad, but she's learning forth and back, turn around, forth and back, turn around. Uh-huh. And of course, I had to do it. Forth and back. Uh-huh. Or if I was, when I was teaching her to sing, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And I had to do that. And she was doing it in front of a mirror, all right? I don't know where the video is. But well, she was doing it in front of a mirror so she could see herself because she was younger. She was going to be 3 years old. And so she was, and I was going, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Uh-huh. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. And then we made the yeah. And she copied and she imitated and she sang. And that's how she has learned English. And now she's learning Spanish, imitating the other kids in her school. Making mistakes, of course. You saw her back, forth and back. Uh-huh. Neurons that wire together inside our brains or with somebody else like periférico, fire together. And that's when learning comes. Thank you. Ya les dejo tarea para la semana.
Para el año, para todo el año usar esto, pero...
Así que si quieren convencer a la directora